Another update, another day that I don't have Hero Grax in my hands. But on the plus side, we did get some augments today, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know I'm not a newcomer to augments. So let's go ahead and check out what we got. I'm going to be giving my very first impressions of these augments, because why not? So we have Lasting Covenant, which is for Hero, Larva Burst, which is for Nidus, and Razorwing, which is, Razorwing Blitz, which is for Titania. And these all look pretty good, except for maybe Nidus's? I don't know about that one, but let's go ahead and, let's try out Titania's. I'm interested about hers. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say Titania? I meant to say Better Zephyr, my bad. Also, just a heads up, I never play this frame. Not ever. Very, very rarely. So, if my build here looks absolutely stupid, you have my apologies. I'm pretty sure you don't want to be running Steel Charge on Titania, but whatever. I went ahead and max ranked this, and the final stats are 25% flight speed and 25% fire rate for 8 seconds, and is stackable up to 4 times whenever you cast an ability. So this is going to go down one of two ways. Either this is going to be insanely fun, and I'm going to be pulling off some sick air tricks, or this is going to be insanely fun, and I'm going to be flying into walls even more than normal. But either way, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so I just have to cast some oh. Okay, so I guess Titania needs targets. Okay, so I should have max stack now, so let's see how fast she goes. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is a little fast. I probably don't want to be using this indoors. Okay, so these are good. What's going on with this guy? Okay. Wow, this is pretty good, to be honest. Oh. So, it looks like this augment, like a lot of other augments, and I'm assuming the rest of them, benefits from your stats. I still don't know why D hasn't mentioned that in the descriptions, but yeah, it should be capping out at about 130%. Or, sorry, not 130%, 100%, but I have 130%. And it lasts way longer than, what would be the base duration at max stack. But I'm not complaining. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and check out what this is like on a higher strength build. Probably gonna absolutely destroy my energy economy, but I don't care. 45% efficiency. Good enough for me? Ooh, look at that energy drain. Okay, well, let's see. So I just figured out that I can cast this on the butterflies. I can cast one on the butterflies, so I don't have to go hunt down. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't put on the augment! Like I was saying, I figured out that you can put these on butterflies that are flying around, so I don't have to have an enemy. But, you know, it would help if I could actually find them. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Guys? Jeez! Titania's looking good. I'm curious, how well can she melt, like, I don't know, a few heavies with this? Because I know her 4 is good, but this augment might just push it to be a lot better. We'll see. Look at the speed, though! Look at the speed! That's insane, okay? Wow. Hey, so this augment might actually be pretty good if you didn't notice. They just get annihilated! And I don't even know if this is the proper way to build her 4. I just threw on my Tigris. The buff lasts so long. Look up there! Look at how long it lasts when I cast it! God, okay, now I'm down to like, okay, it's about to run out. Okay, so there is a downside to this. If you're not stupid and you build for at least decent efficiency, this is really good. Okay, so verdict for Titania's augment? A fast out of 10. That is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and test out Harrows, because Harrows has me interested a lot because, well, if you saw the Archoplasmor video, you probably know how easy it can be to get headshots with him. Alright, let's see how this works. Shoot me! Okay, we got our boost, 200% on headshots. Let's see. So that was at about 17 and then we're up to 21. Looks like this is also affected by stats, which is awesome. Red crits. I love Arrow, even though he's annoying to play. What in the hell? What? Did D do this on purpose? Why can I not get headshot damage anymore with the friggin' Plasmor? What is what? Look at this. And then he died? Why? Okay, well, Archoplasmor is out of the question for now. But, I mean, the augment is good. This is gonna please a lot of people, I can tell. Like, just imagine, like, a survival hero giving everyone a nearly permanent 200% crit damage bonus on headshots, or crit chance bonus on headshots. Yeah, it has a very high, like, duration cap as well. I haven't hit it yet, I don't think. Maybe it's 50? No, because I just hit 52. Yeah, these are some pretty good augments so far. The Titanium one is especially entertaining. Like, that 4, man. I mean, maybe her 4 has always melted enemies like that. But like I said, I don't play Titania all that much, because that was my #1 issue with Titania. Well, actually, my #1 issue is that she dies so easily, but other than that, the other issue is that Razorwing was way too slow. Now I want to try out Larva Burst, because I believe the intent of this augment isn't to make, like, it's not to boost the power of Nidus to absurd degrees like the Hero and Titania ones. I believe this one is to make Nidus more viable or easier to use in missions where he's not going to be able to build a whole lot of mutation. So let's give it a shot. Kinda hard to find a place to put it. I guess for now I'll put it over Constitution? But yeah, at max rank this says, reactivate larva to detonate and deal 300 toxin damage in 5-meter range. God damn it, Ortis, I can't read the description! Please move! Thank you. This damage stacks for every enemy grabbed by the larva. Okay, let's do, say, level 50 Lancers and see how this goes. Huh. I mean, that's honestly not too bad. Because, like, you have to remember that this is supposed to be a, okay, well, that's pretty pissed if you don't get a lot of people in it. And I guess it's not too bad, but the problem is that the scaling isn't that great. It really relies on getting a lot of enemies together. Boom. I mean, it's okay, but I do think that this augment is probably the most lackluster of them all. Simply because, okay, I get that the idea is to make him, like, more viable in content where he's not gonna have the ability to build up stacks. I get that, but like, let me just show you something real quick. In just 6 casts, I have built up enough of a stack to deal pretty damn good damage, and that doesn't take long at all. Like, these are level 50 enemies. They can, like, I can get a stack that high, relatively early in most missions. And look, they're already dead. So it's like, I get the idea of this augment, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I mean, 2 casts and it's dead. And it doesn't cost me a mod slot. and I get, like, even though the mission might be short, I still get mutation stacks from it. But that's enough blabbling. Let's go ahead and check out. Let's go ahead and check out these augments in, I don't know, the plains. So let's see how well Nidus can do in a low-level or maybe mid-level Cetus bounty, and we'll see how this goes, yeah? Okay, awesome. The first stage is the Liberation mission. Okay, nice. Got water! Gotcha! Okay, that's actually pretty fun, I gotta admit. Let's do this again. Oh, they didn't die, though. I think what would help a lot, actually, is make the augment boost the range of larva. I mean, maybe this is just me, but I do think that boosting the range is almost a necessity to make this work. But yeah, against heavy units, look at this, look. That is doing nothing to him. I'm still seeing quite a few problems, and this augment needs work, and let me go ahead and talk about why I think so. I mean, I've already talked about it, but now that I've had some field experience with it, here's the thing. So, this thing has a really tough time killing heavies, and that's no bueno. These were like level 30 enemies, and those toxin ticks were doing nothing. And I can partly understand that to an extent, but there needs to be a way. There needs to be a way to kill them easier with this. Second, there needs to be a range buff on it. Even with all this, I don't think I'm going to be using this augment a whole lot, simply because Nidus needs his stacks to survive. Not just to do damage, but to survive. Because without his stacks, he can't cast his Parasitic Link. He can't cast his Forward to regenerate more health. He needs those stacks to survive. And even though these enemies are only like level 30 or so, they can still wound Nidus quite a bit. So now let's try out Titania's in the plains, because Titania's augment on the plains has to be some really fun shit. she's just so fast. Ooh, that's kind of an unfortunate downside. If for whatever reason you need to land, like for the reason I just had, you lose the stacks. I'll say this as well, this augment is not friendly with your energy at all. Like, it'd be better if you could build up the stacks outside of Razorwing mode, and then be able to go into Razorwing mode afterwards. Because as is, since Razorwing disables most forms of energy regeneration, it seems to really hurt your energy. Man, that is really fun, but it wrecks your energy if you want to keep those stacks up. But yeah, okay, so I haven't played Titania a lot, but even just doing that one stage of this bounty, I'm starting to see why people might like her. Fucking discard, as I was saying. I'm starting to really like her, but yeah, like if you're a fan of Titania, you're probably gonna like this augment a lot if you can deal with the energy management. Like, there might be a better build to use. I don't know how useful Power Strength is on her, but you need Power Strength to make the boost worthwhile. And you kind of need range as well, because if you don't have, I swear to God, I keep getting interrupted. Yeah, if you don't have range, it's going to be difficult to build up your stacks in the first place. So yeah, good augment, but it really wrecks your energy after a while, I gotta say. But yeah, those were the augments. And I do have a few critiques about them, but you know, these might be downsides that the team was hoping to have. Like, they may have wanted these downsides for the augments, but for Nidus's, I do think the damage is still pretty low, and it's way too reliant on scaling with the amount of enemies that are grabbed by the larva. I feel like that the damage should be... It shouldn't be as reliant on the number of enemies. It should deal a lot of damage, regardless of how many enemies are in the larva. With Titania, it's really fun. It's really good. The speed can be managed by just not using the sprint in indoor missions. The fire rate is also really good, but it wrecks your energy because, like... Well, first off, you have to build the stacks in not Arcwing mode, in Razorwing mode. You have to build your stacks in her 4. You cannot build stacks outside of her 4 and then go into her 4. And the reason that sucks is because you can't regenerate energy when you're building up your stacks before going into Arcwing, or Razor Wing rather. And another problem is that you completely lose the stacks after you leave. Like, hang on, let me just make absolutely sure and I'm not pulling your leg. So stack, 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 leave. Yeah, and yeah, so you lose your stacks the instant that you leave. I think that needs to change. But other than that, they are good augments. Again, I've been saying this for a long time now, we do need an augment slot. Now, I know that augments are supposed to be like side grades and things that maybe they don't want the frame to have all the time, but we do need a slot for augments, or the Xmas slot needs to be updated so they can fit augments in it. I know it's probably not going to happen, but we really need it. But yeah, those were the augments. Final rating, speed out of 10, crit out of 10.